very very basics. So it will be like not interesting for you, but try to give us some time. Okay. So so guys, so today what we're gonna do? Today we're gonna start with Python. So as Ayush told me, he already has the environment. So first of all, I'm gonna describe a little bit about Python. What is Python? Okay. Then I'll show you how we can install Python on your system. So Mehak, I hope you will reach your house within the time, and you can also install the system on your
Yes.
system. And then we'll do some hands-on training on Python as well today. Okay. So let me share my PPT first. Give me 2 minutes, guys, and please mark your attendance within that time. I'm not able to find my PPT. Just give me 1 second. Because usually I don't give PPTs, but here they told me like first I need to explain a little bit about Python. What is the history of Python? So let me find PPT for Python.
Hi, Sean. The attendance thing is coming to me as like an assignment. I'm
Yeah,
not able to turn in my.
it's a quiz assignment, something like that. Because yeah,
So should
you
I
just
just
have to
do it?
comment. You just have to comment it or something like that. Mark it, something like that. Are you able to mark it?
So I just marked it as done, but there's a pop-up message that says that there's no file attached, and
Yeah,
I
yeah. Just mark. Okay, mark it as done, and there is a pop-up message, so you are not able to submit it. Is that
Yes,
right?
Ishan, I did the same. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, okay, okay. Let me do it again. Just give me 2 minutes.
no problems.
Okay. Okay, guys. So I found it. So it's online. I think it would be okay. Okay, guys. So let me share my screen. So guys, okay. So first of all, we're gonna discuss about like I'm gonna spend like 15 minutes on basics of Python. Why we need to learn Python. Okay, guys. So Python. So instead of reading the PPT, I'm gonna give you the story about Python. So Python, invented by Alexander Grail, I think. So I forgot the name of the scientist. You can Google it, but it's not important. So what? So he named the language called Python because there was a famous show in US. He was a programmer at Google. So there was famous show called Holy Grail Python Circus. So his son really liked the show. So that's why he used this language called Python. So Python was named after the circus show. Okay. So what is the beauty about Python, guys? Beauty about Python is it's a interpreted language. Okay, so what is the meaning of interpreted language? Um, it's a high level language. So like as like C++, as like Java. So inside these are the low level language. So inside, what is the difference between low level language and high level language? So in this language, Java, C++, C Sharp, in these languages, you need to define everything. If you want to define a number, you need to define number as integer. You need to define, if you want to define any statement, you need to define that statement as a text statement. So you need to define the data inside those languages. Nothing is self-defined. But as in Python, you don't have to define a number. If you give a is equal to 20, so 20 means 20 is an integer. So automatically, the data is automatically defined. So that is the beauty of Python. And there are so many inbuilt functions which is present in Python, which was not present in other languages. So that is the beauty of Python. And why it's very famous these days, because Python is an open, it's a open form. So anybody can develop anything inside Python. So you just have to take a permission from community of Python. There is a developer community. You have to take a permission from them. And one more advantage of Python is there are so many libraries in it. If you want to do any SQL thing, you can done in Python. If you want to do any visualization, you can done in Python. If you want to do any, if you want to use Spark, or if you want to do any data engineering thing, you can do in Python. Because like in last 10, 15 years, so many developers have created so many libraries. So whatever you want to do, everything is available inside Python. Okay. Every library is already available inside Python. So that is the beauty of Python. Okay. So when we're going to start the basic run, so basic introduction means, so let me show you what is basic here. So when we're going to start this basic thing, so I'm going to start with basic things of Python. First of all, I'm going to start with different data types in Python. Guys, do you know like what are the different data types? Ayush, do you know what are the different data types in Python? So there are predefined data types like a sets, list, dictionaries, tuples. So these are the data types already present inside Python. So we're going to discuss those data types. Okay. And then we're gonna see the conditionals, how to use conditionals, how to create functions, how to use loops, how to use lambda functions, and then we'll discuss a little bit about object-oriented programming. Okay, so I like majority of you guys are familiar with programming, so you know what is object-oriented programming, right? So we will discuss a little bit about object-oriented programming. So I think it's going to take around 6 to 8 classes to cover Python. Like I think 6 classes are enough to cover Python and object-oriented programming part of Python. Okay, so that's it. Then once we are done with this, then we'll jump on NumPy library, Pandas library, statistics library of Python. Then we'll jump on machine learning. Then we'll jump on some model creation, and we'll discuss a little bit about deep learning as well. So deep learning means deep learning doesn't mean deep learning. It's a part of machine learning in Python. Okay, so then we'll discuss about that. So any questions you have in your mind, you can ask right now. Okay, if you have any questions in your mind, you can ask right now. So okay, so this is done. So that's it. That is the basic introduction I want to give, and let me show you. So basics of Python. So it's a object-oriented interpreted language, very readable, very productive. Okay. So yeah, so this is important slide. So guys, now how we can use Python. So there are different ways to done programming in Python. One way is to download Python language itself. So guys, I'm assuming everybody is using Windows or somebody is using Apple. Everybody is using Windows. So I'm assume so everybody is using Windows. So if you go to your window marketplace, okay, over there, if you go to here and search for Python language, So I have already installed it. Just let me go here. Go to the Microsoft Store. So everybody is using Windows 11, guys. Is that right? Or somebody is using Windows 10 as well? So Rajat, you are using Windows 10. I'm not sure. Like, do you have this kind of system in Windows 10? So please check. So when you're going to open Microsoft Store, so over there you can install Python language over there. If you type Python 3.12, you will see the base recent version of Python. If I type it here Python, so this is the recent version of Python 3.11. If you type this, so you can see this, you can download this, get, and you can download this. Okay, so this is the basic version of Python. Basic version of Python means this is a local version of Python. Okay, so inside this version, we have the basic libraries of Python. But the version I use have the Anaconda version. That is the updated version. That is the like inside that version, there are so many other libraries as well. NumPy already installed, Pandas already installed. There are so many other libraries, like 1,000 of libraries, which are already installed. But inside this Python version, inside this basic version, you need to download other libraries. Guys, do you understand the difference? What I'm trying to say here? Inside, I'm going to explain it again. So this is the basic version of Python. If you want to install it, you can install it. Okay. This is the basic local version of Python. You can have it in your system. Likewise, I already have this in my system. So if I show you Python 3.12, this is in my system. So this is Python here. Okay. So this is a shell form of Python. So if I say a is equal to 20, so this is a is equal to 20. If I say type of A, so it will give me A is integer type. A is integer type. So this is the basic version of Python. This is the basic local version of Python. But if I want to look at this, if I want to use any library called NumPy library, so if I say, guys, you know what is NumPy, right? Like you have little bit idea or not? Kevin, Ayush, Rajat, do you have idea about NumPy? Okay, so Utsav, you don't have any idea. Okay, so there is a library inside Python, which we use to do numerical computation. There is a library inside Python which we use to do numerical in computation. But inside the basic Python, we don't have this library. We need to download this library first. So if I say import NumPy, if I do this import NumPy, so it will not read it, because in this basic version we don't have those libraries. But there are some environments. Guys, what I'm trying to say here, you don't have to think about what is NumPy, what is Pandas. You don't have to think about that. I just want to tell you, there are two types of Python. There are two ways which you can use Python. First way is to download this basic version on your computer. That is the local machine. Like inside your local machine, you can download this Python. Okay, how to download this Python? Just go to your Microsoft Store and download this Python. Okay, this is the one way, and I already have it. Okay, second way is you can use multiple online environments. There are online environments as well. Okay, so first, the most famous online environment these days, one is Google Colab. Google Colab. So this is the one in online environment. To use this environment, you need to have a Gmail account. Okay, just go to the Google Colab. Look at this Google Colab. Welcome to the Collaborative Google Research. And over there, you can go here. Guys, you can see my screen, right? My screen is visible to you, right? Yeah, Ayush, do you have a question?
Yeah, actually, in the Python version that you showed us, that is the 3.12 version that you have, can
Yeah.
we install the libraries in that? Like if I want to
Yeah, we
install
can, we
number,
need to, we cannot, yeah, we can download libraries.
okay, we can, oh,
We can download libraries. So my point is the platform you have, Anaconda Prompt, over there, those libraries are already downloaded.
correct.
So you don't have to download those libraries
Um,
because those libraries are already present inside the Anaconda package. But the
oh,
libraries, if I want to use NumPy, if I want to use Pandas, if I want to use sklearn, like a like bigger libraries, like a high level libraries, those libraries are not present inside the basic package of Python. The
but
package we have over there inside the Microsoft store, those libraries are not installed. So to use those libraries, NumPy, Pandas, sklearn, deep learning, TensorFlow, those libraries, we need to download those libraries first, then we can use that.
okay.
Do,
Well,
do you
yes,
understand
yes,
it?
got it completely.
Yeah. So, so one way, if you want to use Python locally means, guys, you know what is the meaning of locally? Everybody knows. Utsav, I know you are not from IT background. So if you don't understand any word, so you can ask it. Don't be ashamed. Okay. So locally means when you want to use Python on your system, like when you download the Python on your system, that is called a local environment. Local environment means the software, the environment is present inside your computer. That is a local environment. When you're using environment cloud or online, like look at this Google Colab, it's an online environment. We are not using locally. It's already present on server and we are using online environment. Okay. So if I want to use this environment, so let's say new notebook. So let me show you the local environment as well as online environment. Let me compare both. So this is my online environment already present. Okay. If I want to do this here, a is equal to 20. Okay. So this is the online environment. A is equal to 20. It will show you a is equal to 20. Okay. If I say a is equal to 10, b, so let's say a is equal to 20, let's say b is equal to 10. Okay. If I say a plus b, what is a plus b? Let me run this. What is a plus b here? So it will give me 30. So this is my online environment. Right now, whatever operations I'm doing online environment. Okay, these are the more useful. Why? I'm going to give you the reason. Okay, but sometimes if you want to create something, if you want to create a project, you need to use local environment as well. But I'm gonna use both parallelly. I'm gonna show you both. For the learning purpose, I'm gonna use online environment. For the modeling purpose, when we create a model, when we create a project, I'm gonna use local environment. Okay, but let me do the same thing on my local environment as well. So if I open my local environment, look at this. This is my local environment now. If a is equal to 20 and b is equal to 10, okay. Now if I say a plus b, now it will give me 30. This is my local environment. Okay. Over there, the platform it's a very basic environment. And one more thing, I can also just give me 1 second, please. So, and I can also install different platforms as well. One environment is Google Anaconda Prompt. Okay. So you can also install that platform. So let me show you Anaconda. I also have Anaconda. So you can download this for the Windows. Go to the anaconda.com/download. You can download this and select Windows. Just you have to go step by step. Okay. This is the better platform than the basic platform. Okay. One platform is this. Another platform is VS Code. I use VS Code a lot. So another platform is VS Code. Let me show you what is VS Code. So this is the VS Code platform. Okay. How to download VS Code, guys? It's very easy. So it's up to you which platform you want to use. Like I would recommend. So my recommendation is try to download one platform, either Anaconda Prompt or VS Code. That platform is for local use. Okay, that platform is for local use, and practice Python on online platform. Whenever you want to create a project, try to use local platform. For the project creation, use local platform. For practice, use online platform. Is it clear to everybody, Utsav? Is it clear to you or not? You're confused. I can see your blank face. Utsav, do you want to say something?
No, I'm good. I was
Yeah,
just
you're good. Okay.
looking for that Anaconda prompt.
Okay, you're gonna use Anaconda prompt, or I would say VS Code is better than Anaconda prompt. Okay.
Yeah, we already used the VS Code for
Or you're using
HTML.
VS Code, then
Yeah,
VS Code is
yeah.
better than Anaconda prompt.
Okay.
But for the VS Code, to use Python inside VS Code, you need to have any Python environment. First of all, my recommendation, guys, look at the first step. First step is download Python 3.2, 3.12. How? Go to the Microsoft Store and download 3.12 version. Okay. Download this version. I cannot see that 3.12 because I already have 3.12 in my system. So that's why I cannot see that. Download this 3.12 on your system. Okay. This is the first step. Guys, can you do that? It's very easy. Just download. It's not difficult. Download it, install it. Then once you download this, then what? Then that's it. Then use if you want to use VS Code, download VS Code as well. How to download VS Code? VS Code download. Download VS Code here. So download VS Code like this one. Okay, for Windows, just use this one. Then you have to connect VS Code with your Python environment. VS Code with your Python environment. Okay. First, download Python, download VS Code, and you have to connect VS Code with Python environment. It automatically connects. You just have to. Let me show you how we can connect Python here. So I already have VS Code. If you want to do something, let's suppose, let me close this. Suppose here I want to start any Python environment, Python file. So VS Code is a bit confusing when you want to use Python, but let me show you, because I'm going to use VS Code when we're going to create projects. But I'll show at that time also how to create project inside Python. Okay. So here, if I want to use Python here I just have to say Python, type Python. Let me create a file. Okay. So look at this. So when I create a new file, it says which file you want. I'm going to say a Python file or Jupyter Notebook file. I can say Jupyter Notebook here. Now my file is done. So now I can use A is equal to, let's say 10. Okay. B is equal to 20. I cannot see the output here. And what is A plus B? Let me say A plus B. What is A plus B here? If I run this, so look at this. Here my VS Code is connecting with my Python here, Python 3.12. Now it's activating my Python. It's going to take some time. Just give me like 1 minute. So my VS Code is connecting with Python. Okay, now I got this result 30. Okay, now if I want to add more thing, let's suppose if I want to say import. So guys, right now I'm using my local system, local machine. I'm not using online environment. Local machine is a bit slow. Now, what is the problem with local machine? Anybody can tell me. Guys, what will be the problem with local machine?
Local machine uses the hardware of the
Yeah,
system.
very good, Rajat. So local machine will use the hardware of local system. Suppose my local machine has 16 GB RAM. Okay. So it will use that energy. It will use that resources. But look at, if I go to the Google Colab here, go to the Google Colab here. So this is Google Colab. If I look at the machine here, the use, so Google, what is the benefit of Google Colab here? Let me minimize this, guys. So what is the benefit of Google Colab here? Look at this. How to open it? Just give me 1 second. I just want to show you like what is the resources here. I don't know. I don't remember. I think it's this one, I guess. Yeah, look at this. So right now, what we are doing here. So look at this. We can use 80 GB as free. So if I use this. So Google Colab give you 80 GB RAM processor. Okay, Google Colab give you 80 GB RAM processor. If you are a free like a free member. If you are Colab Pro member, it will give you 100 GPUs. 100 GPUs. If you're Colab Pro Plus member, it will give you 500 GPUs. So GPU means, guys, GPU means it's a graphical processor unit. So right now, Google Colab is giving you 80, like 1 or 2 GPUs. Like, look at this. If you want to use this, view runtime. How to do that? I forgot. How to, like, I can activate my GPUs and CPUs somehow. I don't remember how to do that. Colab AI. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. So here, Google Colab is having a like this much memory available. So it's not this thing is not using my computer resources, my platform resources. This thing is using my cloud resources. So Google has provided you free resources here. So look at this. Google is giving you free this much memory free, approximately I think 100 GB free. Okay, so Google is using that resources, so it's not using your platform resources. So that is the benefit of Google. So guys, one thing, if you want to create a project, use local machine. If you just want to practice things, use online machine. Is it clear to everybody? Any questions anybody wants to ask, guys? Guys, any questions anybody wants to ask? Any confusion you have? Guys, say yes or no, please. Nothing?
No.
Okay. Okay, guys. So let's start the basics of Python now then. So guys, right now I'm going to use Google Colab. You can also use Google Colab if you want, or you can practice on Jupyter Notebook if you want. Ayush, in your case, it's up to you. Everything is same. Okay. But Google Colab is already available online. And meanwhile, whatever you are learning here, try to practice the same thing on your local machine as well when you're free. Okay. So there are different platforms. I'm going to name all the platforms. One platform, local platform, you can use Jupyter Notebook that is present inside Anaconda Prompt. That is the one platform, Jupyter Notebook. Second platform, you can use local platform. I'm talking about PyCharm. Okay. Third platform, you can use VS Code. These all are local platforms. Okay. And for the online platform, either you can use Google Colab. Jupyter Notebook also has an online platform. If you go to the online platform of Jupyter Notebook also have online platform. So just go to jupyter.org and we can use online platform of Jupyter Notebook. But if you want to use any online platform, try to use Google Colab. That is way better. Okay. I'm not familiar because I never used Jupyter Notebook as online platform. I use Jupyter Notebook as my local platform, but I haven't used online platform. Okay. So this is how we can use it. Okay. So this is like A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. And what is A plus B? So this is my basic. So this is how basic Jupyter Notebook online platform will work. Okay. But I haven't used, like, I cannot say like how it will work, but I never used Jupyter Notebook online platform, but I have used Jupyter Notebook as a local platform. How? Inside my Anaconda prompt. Okay. If you want to see how Anaconda prompt will work, I'll show you my Anaconda prompt as well. So guys, right now what I'm doing right now, I'm showing you how you can use Python at different platforms. Everything is same. You can use any platform, but there are so many options. So I will recommend try to master one platform. Okay. So this is how Jupyter. This is the Anaconda prompt. Inside Anaconda prompt, there are so many platforms. There are so many platforms present inside Anaconda prompt, and Jupyter Notebook is one of the platforms. So guys, meanwhile, like what other topics you have covered? So look at this. So these all platforms are already present inside Anaconda prompt. R language, PC, console, GlueWiz. These platforms are already present. So you can use any platform you want. Okay. AWS notebook. So if I want to use this Jupyter Notebook, this is my local platform, guys. This is the local platform of Jupyter Notebook. So I can use this Jupyter Notebook here. So look at this. This is my local platform of Jupyter Notebook. Okay. So A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, A plus B. Okay. This is a local platform of Jupyter Notebook. Now, guys, it's up to you, like what you want to use. So I would say for the practice, use online platform. For the project, when you're going to create project, use local platform. But you should have local platform. You should practice your commands on local platform, because when we're going to create projects, you should familiar with local platforms as well, because it's easy to use online platform and sometimes it's difficult to use local platform because there are some errors here and there even while using local platform. Okay. Any questions anybody wants to ask, guys? Guys, any questions anybody wants to ask? No questions? Guys, do you understand what is local platform, what is online platform, and how to use that? Is it clear to you, or you are still confused with it?
Clear.
Utsav,
No, we are
Utsav, are
good.
you clear or not?
Yeah, good.
Mehik, what about you? Kevin, what about you?
Yeah,
Is it-
yeah, it's clear.
Kevin, it's clear to you? So right now, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start with Google Colab online platform, and I'm gonna start practice with Google Colab. Okay. And meanwhile, like not in the class, but once my class is over, try to install local platform. Okay. And if you are facing doubts to install local platform, then we can have a session on that. Okay. I don't want to waste time to install Python. It's not difficult. If you want to use Anaconda prompt, just see the YouTube video. If you want to download VS Code, see the YouTube video. If you want to install PyCharm, see YouTube video. Okay, it's not difficult. Okay, so let's start with Python practice with Google Colab.
And sir, one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
After installing Visual Studio and when you will run Python,
Yeah,
we need to link the
yeah,
pathway.
yeah. It's not. You don't have to link the pathway. Like, what do you mean by link the pathway inside the VS Code? You're tracing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will automatically ask like what environment you want to give. So whatever environment you have in your local system, it will display all those environments. If you have only
Actually,
if you have only
I am
Python,
not getting.
yeah. So just give me 1 second. Let me show you. So let me close my VS Code. Let me open my VS Code again. Let me create a new file. I'm creating a new file, right? So it's a Python file. So it's asking me what kind of file you want to open. So I'm going to say I want to open Jupyter Notebook file. Let me close all other. So a new file. So I'm going to say which file, what kind of file I want to open. Let's say I want to open Jupyter Notebook file. Okay. So I'm opening Jupyter Notebook file here. So now here it's saying detecting kernels, like what kind of environment I want to use. Because in my local machine, I have so many environments already present. Suppose I want to use A is equal to, let's say, A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. Okay. Now A plus B, I think it's already, in this case, let's say A plus B is what? So now look at this. When I say press enter, it's asking me what environment you want to use. You still want to use Python 3.12 or select another kernel. If I say select another kernel, I say Python environment or existing Jupyter Notebook server. Okay. So I'm going to say Python environment. Look at this. I have inside my system, inside my machine, I have all these platforms. I have Anaconda distribution. I have VENV platform. I have this platform. I have this platform. Rajat, do you understand what I'm trying to say here? Rajat,
Yes,
can
sir.
you say yes or no?
Yes.
So now I can choose whatever platform I want. I want to use Conda environment. I want to use this global environment. So let's suppose I want to use this Python 3.12. Now, once I'm choosing this, then only after that my code will run. Okay, now it's running. Now I can do whatever. Now for the next thing, it will not ask me. let's suppose I want to use, let's say A multiply. If I want to do A multiply B, if I want to use that, it will not ask me now. It will only ask me first time. After that, it knows I'm using this 3.12 environment. It will not ask me another time. Okay. If you want to change it, you can also change it. I can give here, I can click here, and I can change my environment. I can change another environment. Suppose I want to use this now, Anaconda distribution. Now it's my Anaconda distribution I'm using. Now it's not my local Python basic environment. It's my Anaconda distribution. Okay. So here all the libraries are already present. Suppose if I want to import NumPy, it's already there. Import NumPy as NP, because inside Anaconda prompt, it's already there. I don't have to download those libraries. But in my case, I have already downloaded these libraries in my system. Even for the basic environment Python, I don't have to download those libraries because it's already there in my system. But for you, when you're going to do first time, you need to download these libraries first. Guys, are you able to understand what I'm trying to say here? I know this is like a lot of lumbo jumbo, but try to understand it. There are different kind of environments. There are different kind of platform. One is this Python 3.12 is basic platform. Okay. This is a basic platform, which is already available in Windows. You just have to install it. And there is another platform, Anaconda distribution platform. It's a very big platform. Everything is already present inside this platform. Okay. So to use anything, to use any Python inside VS Code, we need to have one of these environments or both. It's up to you. Okay. Rajat, is it clear or you still have a doubt?
No, yes, sir. I now got it.
Yeah. And try to do it yourself. If you're not able to do it, it's very start, guys. If you're not able to do it, I'll help you how to interface VS Code, Python. I will help you with that. Try to see some YouTube videos. It's not difficult. It's very easy.
I
Okay.
have one question.
Yeah, go ahead, Mehak.
What is the difference? Is just the difference of libraries in one environment when we are going from one to another?
Sorry.
Yes, sir, I have done.
Your question is not complete. Say again. What's your complete question? What
I'm
do you
just I'm just asking. For
Yeah.
example, we are changing the environment like Python
Yeah.
based.
So if you want to use VS Code,
Uh-huh.
guys, don't confuse it. I just want to show you different ways to use Python. If you want to use VS Code to use Python, okay. So to use VS Code for Python, you need to have either one of the environment. Either you can use this environment or this environment. If you don't want to use VS Code, that's okay. You don't need to do that. It's only in that case when you want to use VS Code and as if you want to interface Python with VS Code, in that case, you have to do that. Why I'm saying to use VS Code? Because inside VS Code, you can use multiple platforms very easily. You can use SQL as well. You can use visualization, Tableau, Power BI as in VS Code. So that's why VS Code is one platform where you can interface multiple software. Okay, that's why I'm showing you VS Code. But if you don't want to use VS Code, so because guys, VS Code is bit advanced level. So I don't want you to start with VS Code. Start with basic environment. Start with basic platform. Start using simple Python platform. Okay. Any simple platform. Start using Anaconda prompt for now. Download Anaconda prompt. Start using that first. Don't start with VS Code. Or start with PyCharm. Use PyCharm. PyCharm is also another platform. Okay. Download PyCharm. Use that platform. VS Code is for advanced level. When you want to create the whole project, VS Code is the place where you can create the whole project in very organized way. Okay, guys, I know it's a lot of confusion, but I'll show you. We're gonna do that. We're gonna create project inside VS Code. We're gonna use Python local environment as well. Okay, but for now, try to use any Python environment. Try to first start with this local platform. Start with this basic platform called this one, Python 3.12. This is the basic command prompt platform. This is called command prompt platform. Here you can do all the things as well. Suppose if you want to do A multiply B, you can also do that. 200. If you want to use A divided by B, so this is called floor ceiling, floor division. You can also do that. Okay. So we can do whatever the basics we want to cover with Python, we can do in this environment as well. But this is a basic environment. Okay. So don't go to the VS Code directly. Try to use basic environment first. Then we'll go with VS Code and other advanced environments. Is it clear, guys, or still have a doubt? I know it's confusing for the first timers, but you will understand with time. Guys, it's clear, or you want me to continue this discussion more? Shall we move
Yes,
forward?
clear.
Shall
Yeah.
we move forward? Kevin, Utsav, any questions you have?
No, we are
Okay,
good.
okay, guys. Okay, guys, so let's start it. So, guys, we're gonna start with the basics of Python. So let me make. So I'm using Google Colab as a local online environment. So basics of Python. So guys, first of all, what are the basics of Python? The basics of Python start with, I'm gonna go with the basics of Python. First, I'm gonna use mathematical operations we can do in Python. So it's very easy. We can do, let's say A is equal to 100. So B is equal to 200, 220.7, let's suppose, or 5. Okay, guys. So Python has a capability. It's a high level language. If I run this, so Python has a capability to understand what is the type of A. Guys, inside Python, we have basic data types. Okay, the basic data types inside Python, built-in data types. Built-in means already the classical data types which are already defined in Python. Okay, so built-in data types which are already defined in Python. These are the basic data types. First one is integer. Second one is float. Third one is a complex. Fourth one is Boolean. Fifth one is none type. Sixth one is list, tuple, sets, dictionary. Let's tuple, set, dictionary, string. So okay, so let me put string at start, not here. Okay, guys. So these all are the data types which are already present inside. These are the basic data types which are present inside Python. Okay, so these ones are the classical data types, and these four are called containers. Okay, first I'm going to discuss what are the classical data types. Then we're going to discuss containers. What are the containers? So these all are the containers. Okay. So first of all, so let's start with classical data types first. Okay, so these are the classical data types. So what are the classical data types, guys? So if I run this, if I say type of A is integer. So type, to get a data type, we use type function. So type is a function. Okay, so type of A is what? Integer. Now if I say type of B is called what, guys? What should be that? It should be float.
Float.
Because it's a decimal data type. Okay, type of B is float. Even if I say 100.0, if I say 100.0, so it is also float. If I run this, so if I run this again, now it's float. Okay, so this is, guys, this is Python. So Python automatically understand. Now look at this. I'm not defining here. I'm not saying A is integer. I'm not saying B is float. Python automatically interpreted that if A is equal to 100.0, that means it's float. If B is equal to 220, B is equal to 220, that means it's integer. Okay, is it, this part is clear to everybody, guys? Now, so there is one more data type called complex data type. Guys, you remember the iota thing? I think you have covered in mathematics, everybody. A plus B iota. So when your data is complex data type, when your data is in this form, let's say 20 plus 30J. So let's say this is equal to C. This is equal to C. If I say type of C now, we hardly use this complex data type, but you never know. So this is, look at this. This data type is called complex data type. Now, guys, remember one thing. Float, integer, complex. These data types comes under numerical data types. These data types comes under numerical data types. Okay. So these float, integer, complex, all are the types of numerical data type. Okay. But these are the different classes. Float is a different class. Integer is a different class. Complex number is a different class. Okay. So if you, that's it. I think nothing more I don't want to cover. Now let's say what mathematical operations we can do. Let's say I want to do A plus B. So let me say A is equal to 100 and B is equal to 200. I want to use simple whole numbers. Okay, if I want to do A plus B here, so A plus B is 300. If I want to do A minus B here, minus 100. If I want to do A multiply B here, 2000. If I want to do A divided by B here, 0.5. Okay, so guys, it's very easy. Now let me show you one thing. There is one trick here. Let me see the trick. There's a very famous trick. I forgot. Let me show you the trick here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so I got it. So let's say 2 plus 5 into 17 minus 3. 17 minus 3. This should be like this. and divided by 4 power 3. So guys, this is the power symbol. Like, what is the meaning of this? If I say 4 power 3, that is 64. Okay, so this should be 64. 4 power 3. Okay, so it's very simple thing. So guys, if I want to solve this, so Python also follows BODMAS rule. Okay, so if I want to solve this, what would be the answer? So I don't want to waste time. So let's see the answer. Look at this answer here. So 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 multiply 14, it's 84. So 84 divided by 64, it should be the answer 1.5. If I say 7, 7, 14, yeah, it's 7, it shouldn't be 84, 7, 14, 28, 98. So 98 divided by 64, the same answer. Okay, so Python, the point I want to make, Python also follows BODMAS rule. Okay, Python solves bracket first, then do multiplication, division, multiplication, then addition and subtraction. Okay, first to solve the bracket. So that's it. There are one few more things I want to show you. One is floor ceiling. So floor division. What is floor division, guys? The floor division means this is called floor division, guys. So please note down this. This is called floor division because I know this is the new for you. So what is this floor division, guys? Floor division means 100 double division sign means floor division. So if you divide this, so you will get 14 only. Why? 100 is not visible by 7. 100 is not visible by 7. So I'm just going to get the lower integer. If I divide 100 by 7, so answer would be 14.28. Answer would be 14.28. But if I do floor division, so answer will be 14. Even for if I do 101, if I do 101 divided by 7, the answer will be, actual answer is 14.428. Okay, but if I do floor division here, the answer will be 14 again. So what the floor division means, whatever the, if you don't get the whole number, if your answer is rational number, okay, rational number, so you will get the lowest integer, like whatever the closest integer to that. Okay, is it clear to you guys? So this is called floor division, guys. So the next thing I want to show you, this is done. Oh, okay, yeah, modulus. There is one more mathematical operator which is very important called modulus operator. So what is this modulus operator? Modulus. So what is this modulus operator, guys? Modulus operator means if I do 100 divided by 7. So not division, this is modulus. This is called modulus division. Okay, 100 modulus division by 7. So the answer, we will get the remainder. So whatever the remainder is here, we will get that answer. So if we divide 100 with 7, so the division is 2. Modulus division is 2. So it is very useful when we create functions. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so guys, do you understand this? Suppose you want to see even numbers. What are the even numbers? How are you going to define even numbers? Anything which is divisible by 2 is called even number, right? Anything which is divisible by 2, it's called even number, right? But what is the meaning of divisible here? When the remainder is 0. When the remainder is 0, that means it's divisible. When the remainder is something, that means it's not visible. So in that cases, we're going to use this modulus operator. It's a very useful operator. Okay. So what is the meaning of modulus operator? When we get remainder, when we divide something with number, we will get some remainder. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is done. Modulus, remainder, exponent, division, addition, subtraction. Yeah, all the mathematical division. So yeah, this is done. Okay, let me give you this question here. Let me see this question. Let me find some question. Yeah. Guys, can you do this question by using Python? Please, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Guys, everybody is using Python, right? Everybody is using Google Colab or something. So please use this. Let me.
Could you send this question in the chat, please?
I'm not sure. I think chat box is not. Let me check. Yeah, I can do that. So guys, you have 1 minute. Please do it fast. So whatever we have done so far, we're going to use that technique only. But try to use it. It's a very basic question. Try to use it using Python. So guys, this pound sign is to comment anything, right? So whenever you want to comment anything in your code, so you have to use this pound sign. So the next topic is using evaluate conditionals using Python. So what is conditional? I'm going to explain it once we're going to do this question. Has anybody? Guys, anybody? It's a very basic question. Why are you taking so much time?
I'm pressing the enter run button, but it's not showing
Okay,
the
okay. So,
answer.
okay, guys. Okay. So you are not familiar with platform. It's okay. It's control enter,
Okay.
not only enter. Okay, try to take some time. I know it's the first time you're using. So it will it you need some time to familiar with the platform. It's okay. But try to practice it. Guys, try to do it with me, okay?
Yeah.
Don't listen to the lecture only.
The total
you-
profit comes to 125.
Yeah, correct. But can you share the code with me, please, Ayush? Try to use variable names as well. Okay. So guys, yeah, so I haven't showed you how to use variable names, but what is the variable names here? So variable name is like ABC, something like that. Okay. So ABC is a variable name. Guys, everybody got this answer 125? So let me show how we can do this problem. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna solve this problem like this. So let's say grocery stores sell a bag of ice for this much price. So I'm gonna say cost of ice bag. So this is a variable name, cost ice bag. This is my variable name. Now, how to define variable name? I'm gonna show you. There are some rules for defining variable name. You cannot use anything inside defining variable name. You cannot do like this, cost space ice bag space ice bag. You cannot do that. Okay, you cannot use spaces inside Python. Okay, there are some rules to use variable names. I'll discuss that, but right now I'm gonna use variable names. Cost ice bag is equal to what is that? $1.25. So it should be 1.25. Okay, then second variable I want to say a profit is, let's say profit margin. Profit is, it's 0.20. Okay, it's 0.20, 20% is 0.20, right? Right, guys? Then if it sells 500 bags of ice, how much total profit does it make? So quantity sold, let's say 500. Now guys, what should be the logic? So what is the profit for one bag? Profit for one bag. What is the profit for one bag? Profit one bag. So what is that, guys? Can you tell me? So Utsav, how you can calculate profit for one bag?
1.25 into 0.20.
Yeah, very good, Utsav. Into 0.20. So this is the profit for one bag. And what should be the overall profit? So overall profit would be what?
Profit of one bag into 500.
Yeah, so profit of one bag, or I can do like this. Instead of writing this, I can write this cost of ice bag. So your code will be more generic. Right now, we are like, it's a very basic code. Your code will be more generic into profit margin. So your code should be like this. And overall profit would be what? Profit of one bag into quantity sold. Right, Utsav?
Yeah.
And there is a function called print function. If you want to print something in your console, so you can do like this, print. So you have to use, it's a case sensitive. So you cannot use capital P. Okay, it will not work. It should be smaller p. So print profit for one bag. Let's say I want to see the profit for one bag. And I also want to see print overall profit as well. I want to see both things. Just try to do it with me, okay? When I'm doing it, try to do it with me. Try to practice with me. Don't waste time, okay? Don't look at the lecture. I can slow down my speed and try to practice at the same time. So if I do this, now this is the answer. For one bag, it's $0.25. And for overall profit, it's $125. Okay, it's a very basic question. Any doubt in this? Okay, so let's move to the next part. Any questions anybody wants to ask? No questions, okay. Let's move to the next part. Okay. So next part is evaluate conditionals. Now, what is conditionals, guys? Evaluate conditionals. Using Python. Now, what is this? Now, guys, inside conditionals, there are some conditionals. So there is a data type called Boolean data type. Okay. Now we're gonna see that Boolean data type. Now, right now, what we are doing? We are using only three data types right now. We are using integer. We are using float, and we haven't used complex, but I showed you how to use complex. So right, so far we have seen only three data types. Okay. integer, float, and complex data types. Now I'm going to move to the next data type, which is called Boolean data type, and how to use that by using you only going to see Boolean data types when you compare something. When you compare between two variables, then you're going to see this Boolean data type. How? Let me show you. Suppose A is equal to 100 and B is equal to 200, right? If I say A is greater than B, now I'm not saying anything. I'm just typing A is greater than B. I'm just typing this. Check. Now the meaning of this greater sign, check whether A is greater than B, check whether B is greater than A. So if I do this, so what should be my answer here, guys? If I run this, what should be my answer?
False.
It should be false. Now it's false. Now this type, if I do the type of A greater than B, if I do the type of this is called Boolean data type. So inside Boolean data type, there are only two things, true or false. True and false. There are only two things, true and false. Either you will get true or you will get false. That is called Boolean data type. Okay. So now this is my first condition. If I say A is less than B, so this should be what this should be. This is true statement. So it will give me true. Okay. If I say A is equal, guys, yeah, to now inside Python to compare something, we don't say A. If I do this, A is equal to B. So this is not comparison. This is what? This is called assigning. If I do this, it will tell my code A is equal to B. Assign A is equal to B. Okay. It's not comparing. If you want to compare A and B, so we have to use like this. A equal to B, like this. Then it will check whether A and B are equal or not. Guys, do you understand the meaning? Do you understand the difference between 1 equal or 2 and 2 equal? Utsav, Kevin?
Yes.
1 equal means assigning the value. 2 equal means comparing whether both are equal or not. Okay. If I do this 2 equal, it means no, A and B are not equal. That's why I'm getting false here. If I say A equal to B, so it means if I do this now A and B are equal. Now A and B are equal. Now I have assigned that A and B are equal. Now if I do this, A equal to B, now it will give me true. Because in this particular cell, I have assigned that A and B are equal. Okay, so that's why it's giving me true. So I don't want that. I want to delete it. I just want to run it again. Now it will give me false. Okay. So guys, so right now what we are doing comparison. Whenever we compare something, then it will give me a Boolean value. Okay. So we use Boolean data type when we compare between two variables. Okay. When we compare between two variables, it will give us Boolean value, Boolean data type. So next thing, let's suppose if I want to check, if I want to use double condition, how to use double condition? If I want to use whether A is greater than equal to B. Now here I'm using double condition here. Whether if A is greater or equal to B, then it will give me true. Otherwise, it will give me false. Okay. So in this case, what will be my answer, guys? In this case, what will be my answer? What, true or false?
False.
In this case, my answer will be false because A is not greater than B and A is not equal to B as well. So this is a OR condition, guys. Either this true or this true, but both are not true here. So that's why false. If I use A is less than equal to B, A is less than equal to B. So what will be my answer in this case, guys? What will be my answer in this case?
True.
True.
It is true because it's not equal, but it's less than B. A is less than B, so it will be true. Okay, it's not equal, but it is less than B, so that's why it's true. So these all are the comparison operator. And one more operator that is called not equal. If I want to say A is not equal to B, so one way is do this. This is also not equal. A is not equal to B. No, it's not defined, I guess, in this platform. They're not defined. Okay, so this assignment is not defined, so I can use this one. Not equal to B. So this is also A is not equal to B. If I do this, so what will be my answer, guys? It is true because I know A is not equal to B. So the answer is true. So this means not equal. Okay. So greater than, less than, equal, greater than equal to, less than equal to, and not equal. So these are the 6 conditional operators. You should know that. Okay, 6 conditional operators. I'm going to repeat it again. Greater than, less than, equal, greater than equal, less than equal, or not equal. Okay, guys? So let's say, let me give you an example. Let's say my favorite number, let's say I can say my favorite number is equal to 10. And my least favorite number is equal to 20. If I want to check my favorite number and my least favorite number are same or not, so how will I check? If I want to check my favorite number and my least favorite number are same or not, how will I check? I will check like this. Whether my favorite number is equal to my least favorite number. If I do this, so it will give me false. So this is how we use comparison operator. And when we're going to create functions, when we're going to create conditionals, we're going to use this comparison operators a lot. So whatever we're going to do it in future, guys, everything is based on these operations. Okay, all the conditions, all the functions creations, everything is based on these operators. So you should be, it's very easy. I know it's very boring as well, but you should be familiar with this, all of these. Okay. So guys, the next part is so I think this is covered. Let me see combine. Yeah. So the next part I want to cover is the combining conditional operators with logical operators. Guys, you know what is logical operators? Anybody can tell me?
Yes.
Rajat, can you tell me what are logical operators?
Sir, logical operators are like if, else,
No, these are not logical operators. These are the conditionals.
conditions.
Logical operators are like and, or, or.
Oh.
Those are the logical operators. Okay. So let's say, let me use some questions here. Let me think about it. Let me say neutral number. Okay, guys. So guys, let's say these are my 3 numbers. So let me use something. So I'm gonna say here, if I say my favorite number is greater than my neutral number or not? So answer is, what should be answer here? If I run this, answer, what should be my answer here? Mehik.
False. False.
Yeah, it's false. Correct. Now, if I want, now right now I'm using conditional operator only. If I want to use logical operator as well. Now, what are the logical operators, guys? First of all, logical operators are, first, the most common logical operators are and or. So guys, what do you remember logic gates? So if 0 and 0, what should be answer? Equal to what? 0. If 0 and 1, what should be answer, guys? What should be answer? 0 and 1.
Zero.
Logical operators, guys, either this and this. Okay. If you have two conditions in front of you, so sometimes you have a choice, either this or this. You can do this thing or this thing. Okay, then you have a choice. When you don't have a choice, you have to fulfill both conditions. You have to be 180 centimeter tall and you have to be very fluent in English. So there are two conditions you have to fulfill. That is called AND operator. When you have to fulfill only one condition out of two, that can be OR operator. That is OR condition. And when you have to fulfill both conditions or two or more than two conditions, then you should use AND operator. So right now we are using AND operator. So 0 and 0 means 0. 0 and 1 means 0. 1 and 0 means
Zero.
0. And if both conditions are true, one, guys, here 0 means false and 1 means true. Okay. If both conditions are true, then answer is true. Okay. If one of the condition is false, then answer is false. If both conditions are false, then answer still is false. Okay. Any doubt in this? This is for AND operator. If I do the same thing for OR, so let me say do the same thing for OR. If this one is OR, if this one is OR, 0 or 0, 0. 0 or 1, 1. 1 or 0, 1. 1 or 1, 1. There are other conditional operators as well, but I'm not going to discuss right now. Okay. There is XOR, there is NAND. We will not going to use that, so I'm not going to use it. Okay. So these are the conditional operators here. So in a similar manner, I'm going to use conditional operator with logical operators. So here logical operators are AND OR. These are the logical operators. Okay. How to use that in real life? Let me show you. So let's say
I have a question about the OR operator where you said
Okay.
0 and 0 is 0. Won't it be
0
1?
or 0
Yeah.
is 0. Yeah. Because both conditions are false, right? So answer will be false. Okay, Ayush. So guys, now look at this. So my favorite number is greater than neutral number, or my favorite number is less than neutral number. So what should be the answer here in this case?
True.
True.
The answer will be what, Mehak?
True.
Why true?
Because one condition is true. So for the OR, if one condition
very
is true,
good.
then answer is
So it's
true.
a true condition. Okay. So let's say if I say and here, then answer will be what? If I say and here, the answer will be false.
False.
Because for the and case, both conditions should be true to get a true. Okay. So guys, always remember 0 means false, 1 means true. In Boolean, 0 means false, 1 means true. Okay. If you convert, let's say if you convert integer into false, if you want to convert change the data type. You can, if you want to change the data type, the answer will be 0 here. Okay, if you want to convert integer into true into integer, this is a conversion of data type. So answer is 1. So the false means 0, true means 1. Okay, always remember that. And if you convert any data type, any number, if you convert bool, if you convert 0, 0 is what? Let's say a is equal to 0. A is equal to 0. Now 0 is what? If I say a, this is 0. If I say convert bool, bool is called Boolean data type, guys. Bool of a into, the answer is what? False here. Because 0 is false. If a is something, let's say a is 20. Okay, if a is 20. If I convert 20 into bool, then answer will be true. Anything except 0 is true. Anything except 0 is true. If you type a is equal to 1, if you convert a into bool data type, it will be true. Any number, you can give any number. If you even give 0.1, that is also, if you convert 0.1 into a Boolean data type, it is true. Anything except 0 is true for Boolean data type. Okay, but we hardly going to use it, but just remember it. 0 means false, 1 means true. This concept is not very useful, but these are trick questions for interview. Interview try to check your knowledge on Python. These are the trick questions they're going to use. But in a real time, in projects, we hardly going to use these kind of things. Okay. Okay, guys. So, okay, so this is done. So let me use one other condition. Let's say my favorite number is equal to my favorite number, and neutral number is greater than So guys, what should be the answer in this case?
True.
False.
Okay, Max says false and somebody else says true. So what is your answer?
True, I guess.
Yeah, so your guess is true. Rajat, what is your answer?
It is true.
Yeah, it's a true statement because if these two are equal, these two are same, okay? So this is the true. And neutral number is greater than my least favorite number. Neutral number is what? 30. My least favorite number is what? 20. So 30 is greater than 20, right? So both statements are true. So true and true means true. Okay? So yeah, I hope you understand this concept. So this is called combining conditional operators with logic operators. So it can be anything. It can be any condition. Sometimes we use more than, let's say I want to use one more condition here. And here, yeah, let me mix one thing. Let me mix this. Now, guys, what should be the answer in this case now?
Still remain true.
Will be false.
Say again.
It will still be false.
It will be false. Okay, are you sure your answer is false? Or what about you, Kevin? What is your answer?
It's false.
Why false? Kevin, can you explain?
one of the condition is false. Like, can you scroll down a little? Like,
No,
I don't know
This
what.
this condition is what?
Yeah.
This condition is false or
Yeah.
true?
This one is false.
And this condition,
This one is true.
this one is true. And this condition,
It's also false. Sorry, it's true.
so it should be true.
No, sorry, it's false. It's
So you are confused in that. So
yeah.
guys, this is a false statement. Why? Because always remember, in Python, code starts from top to bottom and left to right. Always remember top to bottom and left to right. So in this case, it starts from left to right. So left to right means, so first condition is what? So first condition is my favorite number greater than neutral number. So my favorite number greater than neutral number, it's a false statement, right? So this is a false statement. So false. And then this statement, my favorite number is less than neutral number. So this is a true statement. Okay, this is a true statement. False and true is what? False. False and true is false. So this is, until here it's false. Right? And now this is also a false statement. This is also a false statement. False or false is what? False. So that's why answer is false. Okay. So it can be more than 2 or 3 statements. It can be 4 or 5. So you need to remember, always go from left to right. Okay. Any question, any doubt in this? Is it clear to everybody? Okay, guys. Let's move further. Yeah, I think this part is covered. Okay, guys, so this part is covered. So I want to show you, I want to discuss last thing, how to assign variables. So guys, assigning variable is bit tricky, okay? Always remember certain rules. So whenever you assign variable, so first of all, what is variable here? Like this ABC is assigning variable names, okay? ABC, my favorite number, my least favorite number, neutral number, these all are variable names. So when you assign variables, there are certain let me show you one resource here. Go to the W3 schools. So go to this Python resource. Okay, so Python, go to this Python variables here. So whenever you assign variables, let me show you one. Sorry, there are rules here. I'm not able to find the page. So there are some reserve words. We cannot use those words as a variable words. So let me show you here. Reserve words we cannot use as variable names. in Python. So there are some reserved words we cannot use as a variable name in Python. Okay. So you should know those words. And there are certain rules as well to use those variable names. So Python reserved word list. So look at this. So all these words you cannot use as a variable names. Okay. All these words, false, def, if, phrase, return, try, while, yield, these all are the reserved words. So we cannot use these as a variable name. And there are also certain things you cannot use as variable name. Let's say, let me show you. Let me show you like this. If I say favorite number like this, I cannot use favorite number is equal to 10. I cannot use that because this is not a right way to assign variable names. I cannot use space here. So this should be underscore, or I cannot use this arithmetic operator here. This is minus sign. I cannot use that. I cannot use this plus sign as well. I cannot use this multiply sign as well. So these are the special characters I'm using. I cannot use this add the character as well. I cannot use this exclamation as well. Okay, so these are the special characters. Only underscore I can use. That's it. I cannot use any other special character for assigning variable name. Okay, and even I cannot use number as well. One favorite number. I cannot use that. Okay, I cannot use this as well. I can use number at the end like this, but I cannot use number at the start. I cannot use like this. I cannot use like this to 100 favorite number is equal to 10. Okay, I can use at the end. I can use like this favorite number 100 is equal to 10. Okay, it's clear, guys. So please, there are certain rules. Try to Google it to assign variable names. So you cannot use like use this variable name def. This is a reserved keyword. You cannot use def as a variable name. You can use capital def, def. You can use this one as a variable name, but you cannot use this def. And guys, one thing you remember, Python is a case sensitive language. So this A is not same as this variable name, capital A. Okay, this is a case sensitive language. Okay, guys, I hope it's clear. It's not a very big part. I hope this part is clear. Any questions you want to ask? Now I want to move to the next part. Any questions you want to ask? So for whatever we have covered. So right now we have covered classical data types, primitive data types. Okay. We haven't covered string data type as well. String, there is one more data type called string data type. We haven't covered that. It's a big data type. So there are so many rules inside that data type. Okay, so I'm going to cover that now. So there is one more data type I want to cover, none data type. What is none data type, guys? So none data type means empty data. There is no value assigned. That is called none data type. If A is equal to none, if I say A is equal to none, so A is equal to none means no value. If none doesn't mean zero. None doesn't mean zero. None means no value assigned to this A. There is a variable name called A, but there is no value assigned to it. Okay, if I run this, now if I say type of A, look at this. This type is none type. This is another kind of data type inside Python. Okay, we're gonna see this data type when there are empty values in your data set. Guys, when you're gonna perform operations on your data set, sometimes there are typo errors. Sometimes people forget to put values inside your data set. When they forget to put values inside your data set, that is called null type. Null means there is no value inside that data, that particular field. Okay, so that particular type is called none type. So none type means no value assigned to it. So even none type is also false Boolean type. If I convert A now, this is also false. Bool of A, this is also false. None type is also false type. So 0 and none type gives you false Boolean. Otherwise, everything else is true. Okay, always remember, these are the trick questions interviewer asks sometime. we will hardly use this in our day-to-day activity related to Python, but interviewer asks these kind of trick questions. Okay, so none type and 0 gives you false Boolean type. That's it. If you convert, so you can convert one data type to another data type very easily, guys. If you want to convert, let's say, let me show you how to convert one data type to another. A is equal to 100. So this is A is what? A is what, guys? A is my integer, right? If I say type of A, it's integer, right? If I want to convert to float, so you can convert to float. How we can convert to float? Float of A. Now A is converted to float. Now A is 100.0. Okay. If I want to convert a bool of A, it's true. Okay. If you want to convert, I'm not sure whether I can convert to none type or not. Let me check. How to convert none type? Let me check. I'm not sure. No, I cannot convert A to none type. I guess, yeah, I cannot convert that. Okay, so that's it. So if you want to convert A to none type, just say A is equal to none. Okay, that is a none data type. Any questions so far, guys? Shall we move forward to the next part? Any questions you want to ask?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was trying to type a none, you said everything is case sensitive,
Yeah, it's
but
a case
in none,
sensitive. Yeah.
none, it's capital. I was trying to get to do the like a smaller case, but
I think it will work, I
showing me
guess. Let me check. I'm not sure though. It will work, I guess.
giving me error.
No, it's not big. It's not working. So it should be none or none type. It should be like this, or it should be like this. It should be like this. So only none like this will work. Okay. N capital N-O-N-E. That's it. That is only none data type. Okay. If you do this N-O-N, it will not work. But we hardly use this none data type. You will see only this none data type when there are empty values in your data set. When there are empty values in your data set, then you're going to see this none data type. Okay. Okay, guys, any questions? Any other questions? Shall we move forward? Okay, guys. So let's move to the next part. So now it's a string data type. So guys, so far we have covered what? We have covered numerical data type. We have covered conditional operators. We have covered logical operators. Now the next part is primitive data types. Sorry. Among primitive data types, there is last data type called string data type. So we're going to cover that now. So this is a long data type. So there are a lot of functions inside this data type. So I'm going to cover that. Okay, so let me see what I have to cover. Okay, yeah. So I want to show you one more thing. I haven't shown you that. So multiple assignment of variables. This is under variable assignment. This is not under string data type. So multiple assignment of variable means it's a comma b. Right now, what we are doing a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, c is equal to 30, something like that, right? We are doing like that. But you can also do like this. A is equal to 10, a comma b comma c is equal to 10, 20, comma 30. We can also do that. This is called multiple assignment of variables. Okay, but it will not work like this. It will not work like this. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, and c is equal to 30. It will not work like this. Okay, so this is not the right way. Right way is a comma b comma c comma d comma e is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so this is called multiple assignment, multiple variable assignment. Okay, guys, so this is covered. Okay, guys. So let's start string now. Guys, give me two. Let's take 5 minutes break. Let me have some water, and you can also have some water meanwhile. Okay. So we'll back at 10:05. Okay. So I'm gonna cover strings after that. Okay, guys. So let's start it. Strings. So inside strings, so first of all, string data type is called text data type. Okay. So inside this data type, this is a very important data type. So during today's time, lot of natural language processing, lot of uh, social media data coming. So sentiment and analysis, natural language processing, social media presence. So we use this string data type a lot in today's environment. Like if you talk about 10 years ago, we hardly use the string data type, but right now string data type is very much relevant. So how to analyze this kind of data type, let's look into that. So first we're going to perform the basic things. So how to define this data type. Suppose A is equal to let's say Apple. So we define string data type in quotes first. So we have to use, either you can use double quotes or either you can use single quotes. It's up to you. But there is a difference between double quotes and single quotes. I'm going to explain the difference. So let me use the double quote first. So A is equal to, let's say Apple. Okay. A is equal to Apple. Now Apple, this is, we can also define B is equal to boy. So right now I'm using single quote here. B is equal to boy. So it's in single quote. So if I say apple is a great fruit to have, is a great fruit. Okay, let's say this is a great fruit. So if I say apple boy is very intelligent. Now the difference between double quotes and single quote is that inside double quote, apple is a great fruit, and I have my friend. That's apple is a great fruit, and my friend owns my friend's owns apple farm, let's say. Okay, so I can do that. I can do this apostrophe s inside double quote, but inside single quote I cannot do that. If I let me use the same thing inside single quote. If I use if I'm using single quote here, right now I'm using single quote here, so let me use the same thing here. So I cannot do that. Look at this. After this, this is not defined. So if I run this, it will not. If I run this, it will work. If I run this, it will not work. It will give me error. Why? Because here I'm using single quote and I cannot use apostrophe comma inside it. Okay. So that is the difference between single quote and double quote. Guys, are you clear? So this is the one difference between single quote and double quote. If you don't want to use this apostrophe, then doesn't matter. Single quote and double quote is same. But if you want to quote something, if you want to show you have something, and whenever you want to use this apostrophe, you cannot use inside single quote. Okay. Now the next thing, there is one triple quote as well. There is one triple quote as well. That is when you want to use multiple line. Multiple line means, suppose if I want to say C is equal to I want to use the same thing, but I want to use triple quote here. Now, what is the meaning of triple quote? The meaning of triple quote, I can use multi-line. Here I can press enter and it is a multi-line now. I can use multi-line. I can use like this. Apple is a great fruit and my friends own apple farm like this. So I can use multi-line here. When you have a bigger text, very big text, a very big, like a very longer text. So in that case, you have to use this triple quote. But inside double quote and single quote, you cannot do that. If you do like this in single quote, look at this. It's not working. You have to use only one line. Okay, but inside triple quote, you can use multi-line. So it will work. If I say C, so it will print like this. Apple is a great next line. one slash n means next line. Apple is a grapefruit. Next line, my friends own. Next line, apple farm. Okay. So that is the difference between single quote, double quote, and triple quote. Any question in this? Any doubt? And you can use for the triple quote, you can use once again. Yeah, you can use single triple quote or double triple quote. It's up to you. You can use like this as well. Okay, you can like use this as well. This is also right. Okay, you can use single triple quote or double triple quote, doesn't matter. Okay, I hope it's clear to everybody, guys. Single, double, triple quote. Okay, so let's move to the next part. Now, yeah, so now very important thing. So now this is called slicing. This is called indexing. Very important. So this is the foundation of Python. Okay, so we will see this indexing everywhere. So what is this indexing here? So let me open my pencil.
I have one question.
No, go ahead.
If we are using triple quote,
Yeah.
then our answer always would be in quotes.
This one?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Let me see. I never. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So if I am using, even I'm using B, let me check even I'm using printing B. Even this is also in quotes, right?
Okay. Okay.
Like any string has answer in quote because it's a string data type. If
Yeah.
I'm using A here, this is also this should also be in quotes. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Because this is a text data type, so text data type is in quotes. Okay, guys. Any other questions anybody wants to ask? Okay, guys. So let's move forward. Now, guys, very important topic called indexing. Now, what is this indexing, guys? So in Python, suppose let me write first. Let me say A is equal to Python. Okay, so this is Python here. So Python is Python. So inside indexing, so there is a concept called indexing here. Very important concept. So guys, you shouldn't have any doubt in it. So if I type so if I write this Python here, so there are two kind of indexing. One is left to right and one is right to left. So left to right means this is left to right. So left to right means left to right. So when we start from left to right indexing, so indexing always start from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when we start from right to left, it starts from -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and -6. Okay. So very important concept. Sometimes we usually we use left to right, but sometimes we also use right to left as well. Okay, but majority of time we use left to right. Now, what is the meaning of this left to right? To extract particular character, to extract certain sentence from your text, we use this indexing. Okay, how? Let's suppose A is equal to say A. What is A0? So how to extract indexing? So this is A0. So 0 means P character. So P will come out. So this why? Okay, let me say A this. So this should be P character. Okay. So P is my first character. That's why I'm getting P. If I say give me third index, give me third character, third index. So third index should be what? Third index should be H. So I will get H here. Okay, third character is H, so I'm getting H here. So if I want to get fifth character, so that index should be 4. If I want to get O, so that is a fourth index, so 0 here. Okay. If I want to get certain characters, I can also use like this. This is called slicing. Okay. So let me use single character first, then I'll show multiple, how to get multiple characters. Suppose if I want to get last character. So let's suppose Python is very difficult language. So suppose this is my whole text. Language. This is my whole text. Okay. Now, if I only want to get the last text, either I need to count all the text 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to count all the text. Or I can do like this. I want to get the last character. I can say last character is what? -1. I will get the last character. The last character is E. Easy. Okay. Suppose if I want to get the best first character, I can say first character is what? 0 index. That is easy. Okay, so this is how we're going to get the characters. So this is called indexing of strings. Okay, so suppose if I want to get multiple characters, if I want to extract multiple characters from my text, how we can do that? I can say 0 up to 0 to 4. So this is means, guys, last index is not included. This is exclusive. This is not included inside your get. So if you say 0 to 4 means you will get up to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3 only. You will not get 4th index. Okay. So 0 to 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 means PYTH. I will get PYTH only. PYTH only. Okay. Third, last index, this one is not included. Okay. Similarly, if I want to get 0 to 10. So I'm getting Python is, and guys, space is also character. The space is also character. So Python 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm getting until here, until this space. Look at this. Guys, can you see that? And I'm not getting D. So this is how we get indexing here. Okay. So this is how we call slicing. This concept is called slicing. To slice the text from your whole variable. Okay. Suppose I want the last word. I want the last word from this. So I can use like this. -1. So start from -1. Okay, so like it's not start from -1. It should be like this. So this is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8. So it should be start from -8 until 0. So look at this language. So when I don't define end, it will give until end. Okay. So look at this. Let me show you. Before doing that, let me show you this. If I say start from 0 and go until end, start from 0, go until end, it will go until end. Python is very difficult language. Starting from 0 and go until end. When I'm not defining the end here. So this is the start point. This is the end point. Start point and end point. So then it will start from 0 index and go until end. If I say start from let's say 10 and go until end. Start from 10 and go until end. It will say very difficult language. So from here until end, very difficult language. Okay. So this is how you can
Question.
extract data. Yeah, go ahead.
When you said you can write -1,
Yeah.
not define where you want to end, it only gave you the language. So does it mean that
No, it's not -1. I said -8.
Oh,
Now look at this. So if I press -1 here, if I type -1 here, it will give me the last character. So that's E. So if I go from -1 until let's say -8. So look at this. I'm not getting anything. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? So So guys, always remember, here should be the smallest. Now, between -1 and -8, which one is smaller? Between -1 and -8, which one is smaller?
-8.
Minus.
Minus what?
-8.
-8 is smaller, right? So this should
Minus-
be starting point and this should be ending point. Because if you if you want to use minus if you want to use right to left, if you want to use right to left, so when you want to use right to left, so your starting point should always be smaller. Okay, so this will not work. -1 to -8. But if you do other way, -8 to -1, it will work. Okay, so the last one is not included. That's why I'm not getting lang. I'm not getting this E. Okay, is it clear, Rajat? Is it clear, Ayush, or still have a doubt? Anybody else, guys? I know it's a bit confusing, so I'm going to go very slow with it. And this is very important. This is a foundation here, because the rest of thing is based on that. Okay, so this is very important concept, guys. So please spend time on this. Try to practice this concept. Okay, so there is another thing. If I want to see the number of characters inside this, so there is a function called length function, length of A. Length of A. So there are 33 characters inside my text.
including
Okay,
spaces, right?
including spaces as well. Yeah. Okay. So there is another function called count function. If you want to count something inside your A, so there is count. I forgot the syntax. Count Y in A. Let me check the syntax. So guys, you don't have to remember the syntax, right? You just need to know what you want to do. Just Google it. You don't have to remember the syntax. So let me type this. Yeah. So if I want to count something, suppose I want to count any particular character. So I can say A dot count. A dot count. So this is because this is my variable name A. Inside this, I want to count any, let's say, number of E's. How many times E has appeared? I just have to give A dot count E, and I can see this. The 2 times E has appeared. Okay, if you want to see number of times space character has appeared, you can use E space like this, and look at that, 4 times space has appeared. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if you want to count anything else, let's suppose you want to count G. So 2 times G has appeared. Okay. So guys, but most important thing, slicing. Slicing is very important. You need to practice a lot for slicing. Suppose if you want to reverse this, okay, if you want to reverse this, how you can reverse it? So there is a way to reverse this. Suppose I want to reverse this, so I can say starting point, ending point, -1. This is called step size. Okay. Now look at this. Everything is reversed. This whole thing is reversed. So guys, what is this? This is called step size. What is the meaning of step size? Let me explain it. So step size means, let's say A is this. I want starting from 0 until end, until like I want to skip one character. So I want to skip one character. So I will do like this. So look at this. So like, look at this. So pi, p, then I'm skipping y here. Then t, then I'm skipping h here. Then o, then I'm skipping n here. Then space, then I'm skipping I here. Then s, then I'm skipping space here again. Then v, then I'm skipping e here. Then r, then y skip, then space, then d skip. So guys, I hope you get it, what I'm trying to say here. So this is, always remember, this is the starting point, this is the ending point, and this is the step size. Okay. So when I reverse this, when I reverse it, when I don't do anything, let's suppose I don't do anything. If I do this, I will get, Python is very difficult language. So what is the meaning of this? This is starting from 0, go until end. Okay. Suppose if I give no step size, it will still give me the same result. It will still give me the same result because I haven't mentioned any step size. I haven't mentioned any step size. Suppose if I mentioned 2 step size, so 2 means it will skip 1 character. So 2 means it will skip 1 character. So same result. If I skip 3 characters, like 2 characters, so it will give me result like this. But if I skip -1, what is the meaning of -1? Reverse it, go to the other way. So -1, if I do this, so it is reversing everything. Okay, it's starting from the right side. Okay, try to practice it. I know it's a bit confusing, but try to practice it. Any questions in this? Guys, any questions in this? Okay, bye guys, this part is covered. Okay, let me see what else I need to cover. So guys, any questions, anything you don't understand so far? Let me see what else I need to cover. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. This one I need to cover as well. Okay, guys. So guys, access is done. Set items. Writing is done. Modify. Yeah. How to modify. Okay. So next part we want to cover is how to modify my string. To modify my string. So in this part, suppose suppose this is my A. Okay. So I want to modify this A. So if I want to change it to upper thing, like upper character. So I can say a dot upper, and I can apply this function. Okay, so a dot upper is the function. So now look at this. So Python is very difficult language. So this, now everything is changed to upper characters. Similarly, I can do it for lower, a dot lower. Now look at this, guys. Now one thing I want to show you, a is still this. To make it permanent, I need to assign this new a, and I need to assign this a is equal to this new a. Okay, if you just apply this function, it will not change it. Okay, if you do this a dot upper, it will not change it inside a. If you want to make it permanent, you need to do this. A is equal to a dot upper. Now the new a is this. If you say a dot lower, lower means if you want to make it lower character. Okay, a dot lower is this. Everything is lower character now, but a hasn't changed yet. A is still the upper character. If you want to make it permanent, you have to assign a new a. Okay. Similarly, there is another thing called capitalize. If you want to make capitalize, first character is capitalize. So Python is very difficult language. So this is the first word of first character of the first word is capitalized, and it's a sentence case. Okay. So if you say Python is very difficult language, and I love it, I love difficult things. If you do like this, okay. So this is my new a. Let me run this. Okay. If I now do this, now look at this. So this is Python is very difficult language, and I love difficult things. So this is only a first letter is capital. Okay. If I think, let me check if there is a sentence case. A dot sentence case. No, we don't have it. Let me check. Do we have something like that? Okay, now we don't have it. Now, next is the next one is next function I can explain you that replace. If you want to replace any character, suppose, so guys, as you look at this, if you want to replace something, let's say there is some Word document, and in the Word document you want to replace something, you can also do that, right? Replace this word with this word. So I can do the same thing inside here. So a dot replace. So let's replace. Let me remove this. I don't want this big word. So let's say this is my A. Python is very difficult language. Now I want to replace P with Python with Python J. Let's say I want to replace P with J. So wherever there is a P inside my sentence, wherever there is a P inside my text, it will replace with some other character. Let's say J. So if I say I want to replace A with, let's say P with J, I will do like this. Okay. Now, instead of Python, it is replacing with Jython. It's very difficult language. So wherever there is a P, it will replace all the P's from my variable A, and it will replace with J. Okay. Now, there is another called split. It's very useful. There is another function called split function. So split, what split does? Split A dot, let me show you how it will work. A dot split. And wherever there is a space, let's suppose I want to split with by space. Wherever there is a space, it will split those words. So look at this. So it will create a list here. It will, so this is called list container, guys. So I haven't explained what is list. I will discuss that, what is list. Okay. So it is containing a container here. And every word inside Python is splitting into multiple words. So this is the one sentence. And this is the one sentence. And in one sentence, I'm splitting each word in the sentence into multiple words. So Python is very difficult language by using split. What I'm using here, I'm using here space. If you want, you can use some other thing as well. Suppose I want to split like this. Python is very difficult language, and I will learn it. I will learn it. Suppose this is my new variable. Okay. Now instead of using space, I want to split by comma. I want to split by comma. So now in that case, how many elements I'm going to get, guys? Yeah, very good, Ayush. I'm going to get 2 elements now. So Python is very difficult language, 1 element. Then the another element is I will learn it. Because right now I'm splitting by comma, not by space. If I split by space here, I will get lot of words. So Python is very difficult language. And here, look at this. There is 1 comma here. Because that comma is part of my word. And I will learn it. Okay. I hope it's clear, guys. Any doubts? Now the next one is concatenation. Concatenation. What is concatenation, guys? If you want to merge 2 strings. So let's say this is my 1 string. And this is my another string. Okay, guys, so this is my second string. Okay, if I want to merge two data, so one way is very easy method. I can merge like this, A plus B. A plus B means like I can merge the same data type, guys. A plus B. Come on. My system is slow. So A plus B, like I can merge 2 variables here, A plus B. It's not a mathematical addition, but it's similar to that. If I do this, let's look at this. Python is very difficult language. I will learn it. Okay, so I haven't ran that A first. So look at this. Python is very difficult language, and there is no space here. It takes time to learn Python. Okay, so there is no space here. Why? Because when one sentence is finished, another one is concatenate with that. Okay, so if I want to make it space in between, so I can do like this. I can do like this. Look at this. Okay. So here there is no space. If I put space here now, look at this. Python is very difficult language. It takes time to learn Python. Now there is a space here. Okay. But this is, guys, this is a string. Now, if you want to check the data type of, let's say this is equal to C. This is equal to C. And if I say type of C, now this is, look at, this is string data type. Okay, this is a string data type. Now, guys, what is string data type? Look at this. One more thing I want to show you. Suppose this is my A or this is my B. Let's say A plus B. A, let me do like this. If I do like this, plus 30. If I do this, guys, what will happen now? Anybody, guys, what will happen?
There'll be 30 written after the statement.
It is giving me
It
error
won't run. Oh, sorry.
because this is an integer data type. But I can run this 30 like this. If I convert this 30 into string, now this is not integer now. This is not integer now. This is not string data type. If I run this now look at this. So 30 will appear after my statement. But this whole thing is still a string data type. Okay, guys, is it clear? If I do like this, 30 times A, or like 30 is too much. Let's say 3 times A. So what is the meaning of this? If I do this, so Python is very difficult language, Python is very difficult language, Python is very difficult language. So it is giving me 3 times the same statement. Okay, it is giving 3 times the same statement. So if I want to just say 3 plus A, if I want to run like this, it will not work because 3 is my integer and A is my string. So it will not add together. But if I do like this, convert 3 into string, it will work now. Okay, guys, is it clear or still have a doubt? I use doubt or it's clear? Okay, it's clear. Okay. So any question anybody wants to ask, guys, so far?
If I will write
Yeah,
3 string multiply A.
3 string multiply A like this. Multiply A like this. Nothing will happen. Can't multiply sequence by non because we use multiplication only with the integer, but here we are not using any integer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So let's see what else I need to cover. So this is done. This is done. Concatenation is done. Format string is also done. Okay. Let's say, yeah, formatting. I want to show you formatting. Okay, guys. So I think, yeah, this one is string methods. Let me check. Okay, there are so many methods. Okay. Okay, there are 2 more properties I want to explain. Then that's it. Then string is covered. Then after that, so guys, the first property I want to explain is formatting property. This is very important. So we're gonna use this property a lot during a dataset exercise. So what is this property, guys? Let's say age is equal to 35, and let's say A is equal to my name is Ishan. Let's say name is let's say age is equal to this, and my name is like this, equal to Ishant, like this. Let me use the smaller thing. Now, guys, what is the formatting here? So we use formatting for, let's say I want to print this statement, I want to print the statement F, and I want to say my name is my name is this, and my name is my name. Okay, this should be like this. My name is this and my age is this. Okay, guys. So guys, look at this. So what is this thing here? What we are doing here? So I'm using this F statement. This is called formatting. F means formatting. So inside this, I'm using this and I'm using this variables here, Ishant and this. So when we use this F here, I can automatically fill variables here. If I run this, so look at this. My name is Ishant and my age is 35. So I can automatically put this. Suppose if I don't use this F, it will not work. Okay. So this is the one way to use it. Okay. This is the one way to use it. So guys, do you understand what I'm trying to say here? So we use this, suppose, let me give you the application of this. What is the application of this? Suppose if you want to use the same variable name again and again, if you want to use the same variable name again and again, so what you can do, you can use this this thing again and again. Like you can use this bracket again and again. You don't have to type it. So that is the application of it. So let me show you one more application. This is one another way we can use it. Let me show you that. Let's say how we can use that. Okay, let me use this. Quantity is equal to, let's say 30. Item number. Let's say item number is equal to, let's say item number is equal to 400. And price of this item is equal to, let's say $50. Now I want to say, I want to do this my order. So let's say I want to use, now I want to make it a statement here. So guys, look at this. So these values can be different. These variables can be different. And I don't have to write again and again. So what I can do, I want, let's say I want, I'm going to put this bracket. I want this many pieces. I want quantity. I want 30 pieces of item number of item. Then here I'm going to put bracket. Item number this at price this again. Okay, so at price this dollars, let's say. Okay, so this is my statement here, guys. Okay, suppose now what is the application? I just want to show you application of it. So suppose this is my order. These quantity, this item number and this price can be different for any item. Suppose today you want to order something. Suppose today you want to order basketball, but for the basketball item number is 400. Tomorrow you want to order tennis balls. So for tennis ball item number is 401. Price is different, quantity is different. So but once you place an order, you want a statement. Something like that. I want this much pieces and this much at this much dollar. So you don't have to write my order again and again. It will automatically place quantity, item number, and price inside these bracket. How? It will do like this. Print. So it will do like this. Print my order dot format. One way is this, my order dot format, and here you need to give the sequence of values. So first sequence is what? I want quantity. So the first sequence is quantity here. I want to give quantity here in this. The second one is what? The second number is item number. Second sequence is item number. So give item number here. And the third thing is what? My order. And put it my order here. Okay. So now if you run it, now it will give the automatically give this. My want 30 pieces of item 400 at price. Oh, sorry, it should be price. At price $50. So now you can change it. You can change different values here, and it will automatically place it because in your code you have written like this. So this is quite useful when you want to print something. Formatting is quite useful. Or you can do like this in this manner. You can also do in this manner as well. Let's suppose I want to do in this manner. Let me do like this. So here I can do like this. And here I can put F in front of it. And inside I can give these variable names. So this is also another way to write formatting. Very slow. Okay, so if I run this now, so same thing. Now look at this, same thing. Okay, one way is to do that, and other way is to do that. It's up to you how you want to use it. Okay, guys, any questions anybody wants to ask? So this one is formatting is done. So guys, I think, yeah, we have covered so many things. So there are so many things else, guys. There are so many other functions as well. I'm not going to cover all the functions, but yeah, we're going to see the functions. So these are whatever we have covered. So there is function called trim function. So what is trim function? So trim function means let's suppose this is my A. This is my A. Let's suppose we have a space, unwanted space here. Okay, we have unwanted space here. Sometimes you're gonna see unwanted space. Okay. So what trim function will do, guys, they will remove the unwanted space at the extreme ends only. So if I do this, so if I say trim, I don't know, I don't remember how to use it because no, it's not like this. It's like a dot trim. So no, it's on like I think trim a. Yeah, I forgot the syntax. Let me see the syntax of it, guys.
Apostrophes in
No, it's not apostrophe. There is a syntax for that. I forgot the syntax. Okay, it's not trim, guys. It's a strip function. So inside Python, it's strip. It's not trim. So strip. A dot strip. Okay, guys. So it removed the spaces from the extreme ends, not from the inside part. Okay, extra spaces from the extreme end. Look at this. We have here extra spaces. We have here extra spaces. It removes that. Similarly, if I do, there is a L strip as well. A dot sorry, A dot L strip. So it will remove the spaces from left part only, left side of it. So if I do this, so it is removing the spaces from the left part, but not from the right part. Look at this. So similarly, we have A dot R strip as well, right strip. Sometimes there will be typo errors in your data. So you need to do you need to remove these spaces from your data. So look at this. In this, we are removing from the right side, not from the left side. But yeah, strip is better because we want to remove from both sides. Okay. So this is one function. There is so many functions, guys. We're gonna see like whenever we're gonna tackle the problem, we're gonna see so many other functions in this line. Okay. So that's it for today, I guess. I think we have covered like quite extensively for Python. So we have covered, we started with numerical data type. We started with environment, like what kind of environment you can use. Then we started with numerical primitive data types, numerical data types. Inside numerical data types, we covered integer, we covered float, we covered complex data types. Then we covered conditional operators. Then we covered the logical operators. Then we covered combination of conditional and logical operators. Then we covered, then what we covered? Then we covered strings, different kind of strings, single quote, double quote, triple quote strings. Then we covered indexing. Then we covered slicing. Then we covered different functions of string, upper, lower, split, formatting, concatenation, strip function. So we have covered all this. So I would recommend please practice all these steps. Okay. You can recommend different platforms. You can look at the different Python classes. So we have covered until strings. So tomorrow in the next class, we're going to cover containers and their properties, list, tuples, strings, list, tuples, dictionary, and sets. We're going to cover 4 containers and their properties. Okay. After that, we're going to cover conditionals. Conditional is called loops. Not loops. If else conditionals. Then after if else conditions, we're going to cover loops, for loop and while loop. And after loops, we're going to cover functions. And after functions, we're going to cover object-oriented programming. Okay. So this is the sequence we're going to follow. And once this basic thing of Python is covered, then we'll cover another topics. Okay. Anything you want to discuss? Anything you want to ask? Any questions you want to ask before concluding this? No questions, guys? Everything is clear to everybody? No questions you want to ask? I know it's late. So guys, okay, then good night. And if you have any questions, you can LinkedIn me or like you can mail me. It's up to you. Okay. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Good night.